one of the problems that truckers face when we go over the road is trying to find good food at restaurants. And finding good food is often difficult to do. Sometimes you don't even have much time, so fast food is oftentimes what truckers will end up eating, and this is definitely not good for their health. So one of the solutions that we found for it is to prepare the main meals here at home. And to do this, what I've done is we have a Vitamix, a very powerful blender. I recommend it very much. And these quarts, or these containers, are 2-quart containers. And what I do to prepare meals is I take and I put food in here and with water, and then blend up 2 quarts, put them into quart canning jars, and then take 1 quart for every day that I'm going to be out on the road, and that way I have the food that I need. And we're always trying different recipes and different things, but this is what I've been using, and this is what's been working good for me. First of all, we're looking at 6 quarts here. That would be a week's. If I was to head out for a week, there'd be 6 quarts. And this is what would go into those 6 quarts. Here we have 1 pound of baby spinach. This would be Wild Harvest organic. Always go with organic. Otherwise you're getting a lot of pesticides, herbicides, fungicides, a lot of things that you don't need. A bunch of celery. I think this is about 2 pounds here. 3 organic tomatoes. And probably a couple pounds of carrots that are going to be going in there. 1 lemon squeezed into each container, so it's half a lemon per quart. I use a lot of garlic to fight back candida. Normally, my wife gets these pre-peeled garlics, and so I will use these into all 3 containers. If she doesn't have these, then I'll take a whole clump, not a clove, but a clump of garlic, and then put them into containers and blend them up. Now they can actually burn your stomach because they're so strong, but this is one reason we also add olive oil to the mix. This is the organic olive oil, extra virgin. And also because we're blending this up ahead of time, the natural digestive enzymes that are in these foods will start to die out when they get oxygenated. So we have digestive enzymes here that we will put into it to add to the enzymes that are actually in the food. I've been putting 1 of these per container. So 3 of these pills a day, 3 of these pills for the week. This is oil of oregano, also kills off bad bacteria like candida. And then also I've been adding in salmon. Now this one's getting salmon, this one is getting mackerel, excuse me, and this one is getting pink salmon here. Each one of these will go into there. All this stuff is going to be put into there, added water, blended up, put into quart canning jars. But now I got to get to work with stuffing and slicing and dicing, and so I'll touch back with you in a second here. Okay, I got them all packed in there. Look how pretty that looks. I do not have room yet for the meats. I put in I brought it up to about 6 cups of water in here, but you can see the baby spinach is in there. The celery is in there. The carrots are in there. The garlic is in there. The olive oil is already in there and dissipated. The enzymes and everything are in there. So now it's time to put the lid on it and let her rumble. Now let's see if I've got it 2-packed. Voila! And we're going to add a little bit of the meat to it and blend it up some more. So I'll catch you in a bit. Okay, here we are. This is what it blended up into. All the meats, all the vegetables, everything that's in there, the digestive enzymes, it's all in there. Compared to this, to the average trucker's meal of fast foods and pop, which is one of the worst things a person could drink. I always bring filtered water with me to drink instead of, so I don't have to turn to pop or coffee or anything when I'm on the road. But look at the vitamins and look at that. Compare that to a McDonald's meal. This is so quick, you just take the lid off and drink out of it. These are the small mouth quart containers. I've got a very large mouth, but the large mouth is too large for even mine, so I can just take the lid off and drink right out of these. They separate a little bit, so you might have to shake them up before you take the lid off. And then a person can put these into their refrigerator, and if you're going out for 2 days, take 2 meals with you. 4 days, 4 meals. You know, always keep the old stuff toward the front, so you're taking that out, and rotate your inventory, so you always have, you don't have stuff sitting in the back of the fridge getting old on you. So when you make a new batch, put it to the back and keep the new stuff coming forward. I did make a mathematical error here. I said I brought up the, once I stuffed this full of vegetables, and I brought up the container to the 6 cup mark. I had forgotten what cup it's supposed to be. It was actually supposed to be 4. So the first one I brought it up to the 6 cup mark, and that was way too much. Second one I tried bringing it up to the 5 cup mark. That was still too much for 2 quarts. So finally it was the 4 cup mark. Once the vegetables are stuffed in, you bring it up to the 4 cup mark, blend it up, put the meats in there. So as a result, I ended up with 7. When I was shooting for 6, I ended up with 7. It'll be a little watery, but still quite nice. So that's what it is. That's my trucker's meal. So thank you for watching.